Solnix, you win. I didn't call you a ween. I meant you win. What?
Now that I have my coffee, I'm ready to watch Radar.
Hey. Hi. Hey, everybody. For some reason, the chat isn't... There it is. Succulent, Sklinturtle. How are you? What's going on, friends? I just got these. They just arrived. So here's the deal. Sarah's out of town. She went to... stuff is echoing? Ooh, thank you. Really? What the butt? What? Oh, that's so weird. Why would I have had that? Oh. Hey, you know that thing that Streamlabs was doing to Solnix's stream? Doggone it. It's like, hey, we're going to do it here too. Don't show us your address, please. Come get me, bro.
Yes. Coffee time. Coffee.
What are you going to do?
Coffee.
Dan Harney, how are you, friend? What's going on?
Java. Yes.
You guys are the only people that watch me. And I trust you guys. Dan Harney, thank you for the Prime sub. 20 months. What the heck? That's a coffee right there in front of the camera. I got to get used to that. Solnix has all the addresses. So yeah, Sarah is up in Grand Rapids, Michigan. And while she's there, great timing. Because I love to get Lego flowers for her and put them together. Because she loves Lego flowers. I'm doing well, Dan Harney. It sounds like you're doing well, man. I'm glad to hear it. So yeah, and it just so happened, these were supposed to arrive like May 5th. And I got a thing today saying, hey, they're going to arrive today. So I'm like, hey, you know what? Sorry, the Division 2. We're going to make Lego. Things seem to be... Well, you know what, Dan Harney? It is about freaking time. If anyone needed a break... It was our good friend Dan Harney. This set is so new that the directions are not yet online, so I gotta go old school and use the friggin' book. All right, there's bag 3 if anybody wants to know. What do we have here? We've got 771 pieces, so it's not going to be like a... We're definitely going to finish it today. It's not like it's going to be a world map or a Friends set or something. There's my allergy pills. I forgot they fell. It's been a bad year for you. Got a hospital appointment tomorrow, so hoping I can finally find out what's wrong with my lungs and move forward with that. Oh, Dan Harney, doggone it, it's about time. Not as in, like, get your act together, but it's about time things turn around for you. So I'm glad they're starting to go that way, man. Very glad. The mowers are here. Sorry if you hear that. So, yeah. I'm thinking about maybe getting this set for my mom. I don't know if mom likes to put together a Lego or not. I feel like I got her a set of Lego flowers a year or so ago. And I've come to learn that if she just doesn't mention it, she probably didn't enjoy it. And she just never mentioned it. So she likes to put together jigsaw puzzles. So I thought she might like to put together Lego flowers. But maybe she thinks she might have in her head that Lego are for babies. All you need now is a lottery win in your set, huh? Look at that. There are 3, book 1, book 2, and book 3. All right. They don't want to put them all in one book. Why would they? Why would they put the instructions all in one? Sorry. Sorry, Lego. I'm not mad at you. I'm just disappointed. Let's read about the Lego succulents, shall we? Some are prickly and still somehow adorable. Others are plump and still look so chic. Home design gurus say they can easily perk up any corner of your room, and they are the perfect houseplants that make even a newbie plant parent look like a pro. Meet the Lego succulents. And then they have that same paragraph in 2 other languages, Spanish and maybe French. I'm not going to read those. They say living succulents in a room helps you focus. Oh, they say having succulents in this font's really cursive and curly. They say having succulents in a room helps you focus, and building this set is likely to give you the same feeling. On the plus side, you don't have to water them. Oh, Lego. There's a succulent for everyone. Unlike other plants in the Lego Botanical series, each Lego succulent can be built in its own individual little pot, which can be either connected to make a beautiful group of succulents or showcased separately. Instructions to build also come in separate booklets so that family and friends can all enjoy the Lego building experience together. No! This is for me! Which Star Wars movie is this one? I have no idea what you're talking about there, Zoltar. This is a Lego stream. Sloth, you ran 0.97 miles today during a 12-minute benchmark run. Last time you did... Wow, look at that. You went like a tenth of a mile and a half further. Congratulations. Well done. Hollywood bones. Lego Star Wars, never mind. Failed. Oh, gotcha. Well done, Slothy. Build pot by pot or group them all together. Either way is smile-inducing, is what it says next to this little picture. Here you go. Look at that font. I don't know why I had trouble reading that. From the design team. Oh, look at this nerd. This guy definitely designs a Lego for a living. Look at that guy. Andy comes from Southern California, where succulent gardens thrive and are known for their beauty. Quote, my friends are all expert keepers of these desert jewels, while I, on the other hand, never had such luck. So, being able to pay tribute to my home with this Lego set was indeed a dream project. No succulent was harmed in the making of this set, said Andy, which was a happy first for him. Wait, so he usually harms succulents while he's building Lego sets? I'm sorry, Andy, you're a friggin' maniac. Hey, T, how are you, friend? Everything is on them. Just during Orange Theory, I've never been a runner. Played golf in high school and college. Look at that. Look at that. All right, bag one. I don't like this. There's 2 bag 3s. No! Bag 3 and a bag 4. I would throw these down on the couch, but little Batman is sleeping timidly on the couch, and we don't disturb the Batman. Ricky has the flowers, and I want to get a flowery one to build with her. Greyhound. This one has 3 different booklets, and it says so that you and your friends can build at the same time. And I say, no. I want to build them. I only run while being chased, is Zoltar. Just for me. Exactly, Greyhound. Friends, schmens. I'll build it, and then I'll give it to my schmens. I'll give it to my greens then. All right, here we go. Bag 1. By the way, how many of these things do you guys have? They give you one in every set. It's like a separator. So if you need to take things apart. And at first I was like, I should save these just in case. And now I have all of them. Oh, you have Japanese lesson tonight. Ooh, very nice. Or as they say in Japan, oh, very nice. Because a lot of people in Japan also speak English. Let's not be assumptive. Is assumptive a word? You haven't made a Lego thing in years? Oh, T, it's so calming. Like, I say this every time I do a build. I feel like therapists should prescribe Lego to people to just for chilling. Do you leave all these Lego sets together? I do leave them together. Yes, Zoltar. But I have thought about taking them apart and building them again. I've thought about it. I did a lot of running around Overwatch 2 last night. I did a lot of remapping my controller because, goodness, I did not realize how many people I had changed. I don't have a display case. No, I've got, as you can see on this the big camera, there's a shelf here with some Overwatch Lego. A couple shelves here with Overwatch Lego on them. It just depends. Behind me over here is a big bookcase where it's mostly Harry Potter Lego. Right next to it that you can't see is a big table with more Harry Potter Lego and a big Star Wars ship. So it just kind of depends on what it is. Sarah has the plants in her office. A couple of the plants are in a window in a vase, which is awesome. And then she has the bonsai tree on a shelf above her desk. So I'm really hoping, I know Lego actually announced an Overwatch 2 set that's going to be a big Omnic. And then all that Blizzard stuff happened and Lego like deleted every mention of it. So hopefully now that Overwatch 2 is here and it's coming and the weirdness has been left behind and being taken care of, hopefully that'll be announced soon. Oh yeah, definitely have a Lego addiction. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Yeah. Perfect. So yeah, I got to use the booklet like a peasant because the set is so new. Online instructions haven't gone online yet. You go on the Lego website and it says, we don't know what you're talking about. They do tend to be costly, which is what keeps me in check. That's what helps me not get all of them I wish I had. Because it's a slippery slope. They're so fun to build, but we don't have room to put them anywhere. Hey, Clint Turtle, maybe take down some of them guitars. Greyhound can't hear me, right? He's doing something else, right? Oh, sorry, I didn't say it. Sorry. Darn it. So close. Clint will talk later. Also, what's nice about these, he has another guitar on the way. What? What's nice about these is that you can leave them out and about and set them on a bookshelf in the living room or whatever, and they don't, when you look at them, they don't initially read Lego. It just looks like a plant. With the hands-on, foot-destroying bricks. Oot in a boot. Right? What are they for? Oit in a boy. So yeah, Sarah left this morning. She said, Eddie, I think Batman's sad. He knows I'm going. And I said, Batman's sad because you're talking in that tone. I'll throw this away. See, that's the thing, T, is we don't know how to take care of real plants. And I don't know how many times, every time we go to Home Depot or Walmart or Target and the succulents are out and Sarah's like, oh, succulents. Fast forward a month and she's like, I killed another one. So this might help. I know Sloth has a plant or two. Lindsay kills succulents. How are you, Lindsay? Hey, that piece that you made for Andrew is really cool. I have to do a count, but peak pandemic depression, you had 40. Oh my goodness. Succulents are hard because your instinct is to water the heck out. Exactly. I don't know how many plants poor Sarah has, I think, drowned. I got a new plant yesterday against your will. You have high teens, low 20s now. Sloth, I have to ask you a question about the quote-unquote fence you had to make so the pup won't get in the pool. It seemed to me like The fence did not go around the entire circumference of the pool. It was like 20 feet. Is the pup on a leash, or why is it that the pup wouldn't try to go into the pool from anywhere else? Does that make sense? I'm apparently the type of person that sleeps until 11:30 on a weekday. I am unraveling as a responsible human. My best friend gave me a cutting from her favorite plant when I was home in PA last month, so we each have a piece of the same plant. Oh, that's a great idea. Everyone run while you can, lest my gluttony and sloth rub off on you. What were you guys playing Overwatch last night? I think you were all playing Overwatch, weren't you? I'm so jealous. I hopped in for a second and was watching, and then I had to leave because of FOMO. So Bubbles won't jump in the pool. She uses the stairs. Okay, I thought she would just jump in anywhere. And I was like, the fence is a great idea, but it needs to go all the way around. Even though I died like it was my job. It sounded like you guys were enjoying it. Sound like you're having fun? And I figured out the reason that I didn't realize there was a custom mode in Overwatch 2 is that there are a few things in the menu that if I'm just scrolling around with the controller, they don't show up. But as soon as I move my mouse, the create menu pops up. It's really weird. Greyhound tried to get the beta via Twitch drop, but we don't think it worked. I'll continue to play the beta, but I will admit I do not miss feeling like a total noob. When we had to have our dog put down a few years ago, the vet gave us some forget-me-not seeds so we could plant them in the garden and remember him. Oh, that's awesome. Playing with friends is worth it, though. Right? Right. Logan finally got his. Nice. Andrew got me a plant because I've been carrying all the weight of the house and pool and pets and stuff, which was sweet. I was having a meltdown, and then it showed up and continued said meltdown. Oh, no. Oh. Sloth. He slayed as Brig. Man, that charge that Brig has now is crazy. My productivity drops when Ed goes live. Is this what I do to you guys every day? I mean... All right. You finally get it. Brig is a monster in beta. Yeah, I feel like they're still going to make a lot of tweaks. I'm sure that this Overwatch we've got now is not what the final thing is going to be, but it's pretty crazy. Hydrate, hydrate for Sloth. Here they come now. Make us all very happy, right? I don't know. I'm trying to think if I've ever heard Logan's voice. Bring him platonically to me. Chug. Hey, Tootin', how are you? I haven't. Okay. It goes well. How are you? Alexa, make the room green. That's a great choice, Zoltar. You don't think anyone has? Wow. Slothy has. Okay. I was just about to say, what about Slothy? I've been busting my butt all day. I'm supposed to be working, but instead I made a new banner, a new PFP, and new music. Look at that. Well done, productive boy. Nice. My only proof Logan is a real boy. Dan Harney, we are so behind on Doctor Who. We've restarted, so we're a little bit into the Tennant years. But when we were watching before, we got about 4 or 5 episodes into Capaldi, and then that was it. So we are not caught up at all. And then we started over again. So have not, no. Unfortunato. Hey, 2 hours isn't that bad, Zoltar. You got this, man. Thanks for popping in, dude. I want to play with Logan. I also want to play with Andrew. I should play WoW. You guys were talking the other day about picking that up again. I remember. You remember. So for those of you on the Brewing the Beans Overwatch team, in the coach chat, I guess one of the guys had to drop out. They had to get a replacement, but apparently he was a really, really good Reinhardt player that had to drop out. So we might have a chance. Iceman, who was it? Let me look and see. Team captain chat. Whack. Can't make it. Whack Daniels is the name. Whack Daniels. No, just someone on one of the teams. So they were saying that we have to get a sub. So they were just letting them know what the lineup is going to be. Because originally it was you can only have 7 people on your team, 6 and a sub. And I was like, yeah, but can I have 10? Because what if one of those people can't make, or 2 of those people can't make it? Then I've got no backups at all. And I was kind of surprised. It seemed like they hadn't come up with that idea yet. And so kind of like had to bring it up with everyone. And, hey, are these guys allowed to have... And I was like, I will only bring 7 on game day. But can I have a set pool of 10 that we can, if someone can't make it? And they finally said, yeah, that's fine. And now people are like, oh, someone dropped out. And I'm like, see? That's why I wanted to have the sub roster. Because, baseball teams have more than 9 people on the team, but they're not all on the field at once. Game day is about a couple weeks now. It's on Saturday. It's like the 12th or the 14th or something like that. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. So I'm hoping that all the other teams are so into Overwatch 2, they totally forget how to play Overwatch 1, and we sneak in and we get them. We'll see. I also have to remember that it might be just as helpful if I bench myself a couple of rounds, just because you guys are really good. And I fully recognize and realize, there you go. I just hear Adam arguing with the cats on the other side of the house. Oh, what are they fighting about? Like, who gets the remote? There we go. We have this right now. He has arrived holding Siri with a defeated expression. Wow. Siri won, huh? Whatever the fight was, Siri has won. Well, GG's, Siri. G freaking G's. So if we get to a point, and it looks like there's going to be one in a page where there's a little information, I will, of course, read that information so we can learn more about flowers and Lego. 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I don't get any of that. Sometimes old knucklehead here will hear a noise and he'll stay curled up and sleeping, but will just open his eyes and look around. And through anthropomorphizing, he just looks annoyed. Old knucklehead. Old knuckle butt. Old knuckle butt man. You tagged me in the results of the fight. Oh, snap. There are results to look at? Uh-oh. What the heck? Aw, look at that. He does wear khakis. Aw. That's such a cool picture. Look at him. What a guy. It's hard for me to tell he's a tall boy just because I don't have anything really to judge by in the picture. The desk behind him kind of makes him look tall, but it's also behind him a ways, and I don't know exactly how high from the ground it is. So there's nothing really to unless like that that little black cabinet that's next to the chair there, unless that's like a 5-foot cabinet. The ceiling. He's like 9 feet tall there. I guess it's just all perspective because it looks like you're sitting. And so if you're sitting and shooting up at something, it's going to have a skewed perspective. Does that make sense? He just, I guess if I was to just look at the picture, my first thought wouldn't be, oh, that guy's really tall. It would just be like, oh, look at that. That guy's got a kitty. Chicken hat for T-Rex. Chicken hat. Grab those gobblers. Like I do. All right, here we go. Sounds like me on prom night. What? Hey, Clemson, how are you, man? Thank you for the lurk. Lucy, how are you? Can't stay long as I've just gone alive. Oh, okay. Apparently your computer's crashed and will not turn back on. Oh, no, I'm sorry to hear that. Black Overwatch hat. No. There you go, Lizzie. Chicken hat. I saw that coming. We all saw that coming, right? No. I just realized this chicken hat has eye holes. How in the world? This must be like for kids. Because there is no way I can pull that down far enough to look out the eye holes. What the heck? Adam is sitting in front of it with the same expression he used while holding Siri. Yeah, I think this is for kids. That's crazy. Eye holes. I put your hat on, Lucy. It clearly says I will wear it for the rest of the stream or until someone else chooses another hat. So I must abide by the rules. So yeah, what's up with your computer? You guys have been having crazy.
Hey, fella, bring us a cup of coffee, would you? Make it 2 cups
J-Man
of
the
coffee.
Beast. 01. Thank you so much for following. Welcome in. Nope. Want to know what was wrong? I don't understand, but here it is. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I left the USB memory card reader plugged in. That's what was wrong, and it made the computer have a panic attack. I won't backseat troubleshoot if Adam has it covered, but if he wants help, holla. That's weird. There we go. I should put this on like a little slope of some sort so you guys can see the lovely succulent. Mine did some dramatic stuff like that a few weeks ago. Orange Echeveria, also known as the Orange Monroe. This succulent boasts adorable rosettes in varying shades of green and orange. Next plant. There we go. The Orange Bavarian. Is that what it was called? I forget. Brains, brawn, tech savvy, gorgeous, killer body, killer aim. Is there anything you cannot do? All them hugs. All them hugs. Limsey, what do you guys have going on for Rory's birthday party? Are you allowed to say? I nearly cried that my 1-year-old PC wouldn't boot and was screaming errors about my beefy GPU. Beefy GPU. T, I find it impossible that you cannot dance. I don't believe it. That's what we call here in America false news. Exactly, Solnix. I bet you can. Well, now you're going to have to do a dancing stream and prove it. So, there you go. Overly Caucasian. If that's not a medical situation. Tomorrow we're doing pizza and cake and cookies and gifts, and possibly Levi and the girls are coming along with Adam's parents, our niece and my sister and her hubby and Bibi. Then, painfully even, I think that's what makes it better. Kind of like Elaine on Seinfeld. Saturday we're going to this like indoor trampoline place, and after that, getting dressed up and going to the Olive Garden. Ooh. Can we get video of the tall boy bouncing around? We might feel some ducks, too. Feed! I was going to say, man. You Illini and your weird birthday traditions. But I will feel them if they let me. Cut to T-Rex going, I'm a duck. Will is also a tall boy. Really? Do you know if Will is as tall as or taller than Solnix when Solnix was his age? We do birthdays right. I would most certainly kill myself in a trampoline park. I'll be really surprised if this doesn't get auto-modded. There we go. Lego! What's going on, Mescalinite? How are you, friend? How have you been? What is going on? How's work going? I assume it's been going well because I feel like I haven't seen you stream for a while. And I've looked. I've looked. Yeah, Automod let you go with it. Things are going well. Good. I'm glad to hear that, man. I would for sure throw out a hip and blacken both of my eyes in a trampoline park. Yeah, there's no way I wouldn't twist an ankle or land on a toddler accidentally. You changed your bio on Twitter. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. What did I miss? That old winky emote has me very sus. I would for sure crush a toddler. I'm not saying I would do it on accident. I'm at a Monster Closet game studio. What? Are you doing art again? Are you doing design, level design? In general or in general? Yeah. Both for T. Great minds. Great minds harm toddlers alike. What? Both level and traditional design. Dude, that's awesome. So happy for you, dude. Lock up your Tods. Friggin' Tad. Hide your wives, hide your Tods. Playing Lego, but in a computer. See, I like that. I'll continue to do it this way, which is, I'm sure, slightly easier than what you have to do. I'll leave the hard thinking to the people that do the hard thinking. Ed is playing Lego in my computer. Yeah, I am. I'm having a great time doing it. On a scale of insta-death to getting on the board in Overwatch, how hard am I going to find DRG? I'm cleaning Rose's room. I have found $11 in coins already. What? Wow. I'm impressed. A 10 on the easy scale. Girl, I've been playing for years. That's exactly how he said it, too. All right. One of these days, I'm going to get a Lego set that's really, really super colorful, so I'm not constantly looking for black pieces on a black desktop. Man, the last couple times I built Lego, I used the online instructions, and I've definitely gotten spoiled. All right, here we go. Also, it's the new music in Overwatch is weird because I can't automatically hum along to it. It's good. It's very, very cinematic. Not that it wasn't before, but yeah. Mescalinite, you got that right, man. I was saying earlier, I feel like therapists should prescribe Lego to patients because it's so calming, it's so therapeutic, it's so zen. The sound design in that game is, no lie, It's so good. It's so legit. I played Anna for the first time, and the sound of her gun sounds so. It's such a cool sound. I had a couple people say, I watched people stream the Overwatch 2 beta, and I couldn't tell the difference between that and the regular one. I was like, so you don't have any eyeballs? What's that like? I mean, it's totally different when it's in your ear holes. Yeah, and T, I actually had to ask someone if they thought that they gave everybody a speed boost because the game seems so fast. I don't think they did. I just think it's such a different game with just one less person. It's so crazy how that, I say little change, how that change makes such a difference. Really excited to play it. Mescaline, have you played much of the... Have you tried to play the... Have you gotten into the beta? Have you downloaded the beta? Games go a lot quicker, right? Plus, I don't know about you, but when I played, people had figured out Doomfist and Bastion, Sojourn like a mug. Watch Seagull for hours. Oh, that's awesome. I like Seagull. I like him. One. A 2. Found something already I didn't like. Lucio can speed boost the robot in push. Really? I didn't realize that would affect the robot. I also found that, you know how tiny little Bastion used to hide behind, just get into turret mode and sit there behind an Orisa shield? Now what they do is they go into their turret mode with unlimited ammo, poke out from behind a thing, and then when the cooldown happens, they go back and hide behind it and wait. I'm like, oh my gosh, they found a way to be a baby already. Freaking Bastion. Genji can also die in a fire. He can die in a fire, fall in a hole, and good luck to him. And by good luck to him, I mean I hope no one offers him help out of the hole. Hey, here are these. Here's this one. Look at that. It's a weird looking one. And then these go down. You can kind of you can make the leaves go any way that you want, as long as it's up or down. So not any way you want, just up or down or somewhere in between. Oh, what's this called? From claw-like to succulents. We like Lego claw elements from fantastic creatures and make up the spiky aloe. Oh, that's aloe. Wait, what? From claw-like to succulents, we like Lego claw elements from fantastic creatures make up the spiky aloe. Am I reading that from claw-like to succulent? And also, there's no punctuation in this sentence. From claw-like to succulents, we like Lego claw elements from fantastic creatures make up the spiky aloe. Man, I want to cuss right now. What the freak does that mean? I was a kid with a console soccer team who grew up on a ranch. Also, I really thought I would like the healers being able to heal over time, but in the case of everyone but Mercy, and especially in Team Deathmatch, it became a problem real fast. Oh, I bet. You know what? It became a problem for me because I was trying to show how before Batiste couldn't heal himself with his heal grenades, and now he can, but in the training ground, it's so hard to take damage from those robots. I was actually self-healing before I could test the healing and see if that was actually the case. I don't know what that sentence... Oh, we're not done with these. Never mind. Don't look. Don't look. Don't look. That sentence is still messing with my head. Moira and Brig are absolutely unstoppable. See, I was having trouble with Doomfist and Sojourn. Just wrecking me. At least they got rid of Briggs. It doesn't... She's got the shield bash that pushes people back, but it doesn't stun anymore. But one thing that I saw was that you can use that shield bash to actually get away from people. So if you see like a Doomfist coming at you, you can turn to the side and zip out of there. Arky, how are you, friend? What is going on? I hate Briggs now, especially on Colosso. Really? Brig is nasty unless I play her. I feel that. I feel that. Trust. Yeah. Colosseo, is that it? Rome. Of course, Solnix was killing it as Brig. Of course, man. Aloe plant. Cleopatra applied aloe plant gel to her body as part of her beauty regimen. Kate. How are you, friend? What's going on, Kate? You'll take 12. We have 2. Here's number 2. I think aloe is done now. There's aloe. Orisa is so weird because I don't know what to do with her now that she doesn't have her shield. It's crazy. It's so fun though. I like how different it is. Like I didn't even realize you could use her, you know, I know that you use her spin to move faster. You can move faster toward people and then use your ult and slam it down on them and just all sorts of combos and what have yous that I wouldn't have thought of, but I think I posted a video in the Discord kind of saying like, hey, here are some tips on how to use these new heroes. I love that Sombra does so much damage with her ult. Only played Brig. Doing well. I saw some of these at Target the other day and I almost got myself some. Do it, Kate. Do it. My Orisa experience is walk wherever the heck I want because it's so hard to punish her now. Look at that. That Rosie Riveter emote is amazing. I like that. I love it. I love it. I love it. You have so many rosy inspo headbands. Really? That's pretty cool. I really like the new voice lines they've added to the into the game as well. I don't have that one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's how you find the homies. I was watching a season of Survivor. It was the season that Yule won. Spoiler alert, there's a guy that names Yule that wins a season of Survivor about 15 years ago. And there was a character on there that really reminded me of Arky. Even though I've never met Arky, I've seen a picture of Arky, but never like seen like a video of Arky to know like what his mannerisms and such are. But there was a guy on there I really liked, and I was like, this guy reminds me of Arky. I was rooting for that guy. Also, how are you, Arky? How are classes today? You're a survivor. Sorry. Do you have work today, or do you just have classes? Also, good morning. For as much as I style my hair after her, I should probably know more about such a lovely lady symbol. A lovely lady symbol. It's the lesbian pride flag in the background. Look at that. Look at it. All right, sorry, little thing, but I've got to take you away. Arky has presentation today, but he's so good at procrastinating, he's procrastinating the nervousness. There you go, bud. Do you have, Arky, do you have, how are you speaking in front of people? Are you a good public speaker? Do you not mind it? Does it freak you out? You're okay enough. All right, that's pretty good. I know that they commonly say that that's like people's number one fear. I didn't know if it was yours, or if you're like, yeah, that's fine. I have a print in my kitchen of a Rosie Riveter making a grilled cheese with a torch. I prefer not to. I like watching and quietness. That's amazing. Watching and quietness. I don't know if Frankie is in here lurking, but his friend DPD, good heavens, are DPD and Frankie not the same person, or are they not the same person? My number one fear are whales and giant squid. Wait, Stancil is afraid of whales. My good friend Stancil is afraid of whales. Interesting. To the watching and quietness, but I also I don't love creatures of the sea. You know how confusing hearing Frankie and it not... Wait, is that your name, Mescalinite? I don't think I knew that. They're too big. Too big. My niece is afraid of anything big. Like, if she's at the beach and she looks out at the ocean, she gets overwhelmed. If she's in a city and looks up at a skyscraper, she gets overwhelmed. Francois, Frankie. Oh my gosh. I don't think I knew that, Mescalinite. Look at that. You have the same thing, Limsy? Like the fear of bigness? Biggity. Bigly. Much bigly. That's so weird. I can definitely feel that awestruckness of something being big, but I don't have that fear. But I definitely know that feeling of of being in the presence of something really big. But I find it awe-inspiring. I don't want to feel small. You shouldn't have married such a big boy. I was at the Smithsonian when I was like 8 and walked into a room and looked up and there was a freaking whale diorama hanging from the ceiling and I was like, panic. Fish, plankton, sea greens, and protein from the sea. Rockroll Martian, how are you? Look at that Chemex you've got. I miss Frankie. I need more Frankie in my life. I'm telling you. You guys are good people. He was literally in our house last night by voice, says Lindsay. Lindsay is so quick. Like, stop it. Stop fighting with the cat. He even was doing happy clapping audibly. I miss him. He was literally just here. Enough with your missing people. You guys are the best. I still miss him. You're allowed. More so, I'm chastising him because he could have joined us, but instead he was pouting about not getting into the beta. You know what? I don't blame him. I give him permission to pout. I would pout if I played as much Overwatch on PC as he did. He definitely deserves to pout. Wait, we've got leaves made from ice cream cones inspired by hens and chicks. The leaves, arranged in a rosette pattern, originate from the swirl top of an ice cream cone. I was watching Moon Knight. Woman. Inexcusable. Look at you two. How do you guys not have your own show? Oh yeah, there's the swirl top of the ice cream cone. Right there. You can plainly see it. But dirt. That's what they were talking about. So if they were to make a series of Lego sets based on a franchise of your choosing that they haven't made one of yet, what would it be? Man, I hope it's the Muppets Theater coming. I hope it's not just the minifigs. I hope it's the Muppet Theater. It's in production called How to Lose a Guy in 10 Years. What? Lindsay, don't say such things. Don't even, I won't hear it. One, two, three. Wait, no. One, two. Not days. Oh, Arky. It's been over 10 years. I'm still here. Solnix wins. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight. Here we go. Seventy. I kind of missed the joke at first. I'm bad. Oh, you're fine, Arky. You're fine, man. Arky, when do you graduate? Favorite Lego memory? I didn't have Lego as a child, which is probably why I'm making up for time now. The first time I ever built anything Lego was the game Lego Dimensions, and that's what sparked. It did exactly what Lego hoped it would do. So it might be getting that first Lego Dimensions set. If I want to kill myself and do 5 classes a semester next spring. All right, so everybody save your pennies, because we need to go to Hawaii to celebrate. So maybe in 5 years? All right, we've got plenty of time to save pennies. Plenty of time. What about you, Mescalinite? Do you have a favorite Lego memory? I think it was just getting a pail full of Legos from a garage sale. Dude, I do not have a brain that works like that. 100s, if not thousands of Legos. That's kind of awesome. But if you were to dump a big bucket of Lego in front of me, I'd be like, here's a wall. I don't have the mind to envision how to build something. I'm so impressed with people who do. We never really got Lego sets as a kid, but we did have a big bucket of Lego. Look at that. This one time my brother has all his Lego pieces organized by color in different drawers, and I decided to take a small handful of each and put it in a different drawer. Arky. Oh my goodness. No wonder you and Frankie get along so well. That seems like such a Frankie thing. Okay, where is this going? On the inner ring? Oh my gosh. Older brother or younger brother? Arky. I'm going to guess older. I don't know why. Frankie, where? I wish it were more wholesome, but I can't think of a nice one. Younger by 18 months. Okay. Very nice. Look at that one. That one kind of looks like Audrey, too. Musical theater hype. Wait, have we been putting... I'm the mature one. That emote's amazing. Okay, just making sure. Aurora lost her tooth at school. Oh, no. Audrey, too. Love a good reference. Arky, fist bump. Okay, here we go. Feel like I just realized there's 2 different colors of a specific thing. Oh, here they are. I used the wrong color here. No big deal. Well, like she has it just fell out. She's very... Oh, okay, good. Which one? A molar? A front? A canine? Hey, Micah, the build is coming along. Was thinking about getting this as a gift. Yeah, I was thinking about getting this one for Mom for Mother's Day or her birthday. They're both coming up very, very soon. So far, so good. It's nice. You can either have all of them separate or you can connect them all and make it one big bunch of succulents. But so far, pretty good. How are you, Micah? Good to see you, man. I'm just hanging out with Micah. Limsey bought fake elf ears. You know what I love about the Solnai is how they will just randomly narc on each other. Adam's fighting with the cat. Lindsay bought elf ears. I love it. Relationship goals, right? Now the question is, who are the elf ears for? Are they for you, Solnix, or are they for Limsey? They are a photo prop, you tall noob. Bottom canine. My canines, are the canines also incisors, or are those different? I call them vampire teeth. My vampire teeth, when they fell out and grew back, when they grew back, they stayed child size. So I have really tiny canines, vampire teeth, fangs. They're really tiny, and sometimes when I smile or in pictures, it looks like I either don't have a tooth there, or it looks like I have snaggle teeth or of some sort. It's something I've only noticed in the last, I'll say, 10 years, and I've become very self-conscious of it. Cuspids. So a lot of times now, compared to younger pictures, a lot less teeth. What is the Lord of the Rings equivalent of a weeb? A weeb. I don't know. A goblin? My adult canines got ripped out for room. Really? So you don't have canines? You're one of those cool people, Arky. No wonder Arky's so good looking. He's one of those people that I bet the bottom, that if you look at the bottom of their teeth, it's all straight. What's that like? Having great teeth. Also, I just remembered, I felt weird about them for a long time because when I was 21 and gonna move out to California to be rich and famous, and I went to the dentist and for like just a regular checkup. It was probably within a couple months before I left. And he was asking what was going on. And I was like, I'm getting ready to move out to California. And he said, oh, well, if you're going to do that, you're definitely going to want to fix these teeth. Hey, thanks for making me self-conscious about something I wasn't self-conscious about, Doc. You dickhead. Sorry. He's dead now, so I win. I know, right? I never thought about my teeth ever, until the dentist told me I had bad teeth. Like, hey, you know what? I mean, whatever, dude. I clipped that twice. Hey, here's this lovely, lovely plant. Look at this one. This one's really nice. Look at this little succulent. Smells like nothing. Because it's plastic. Hens and chicks. Hens and chicks plants are called such because they can quickly produce numerous babies. So this is called a hens and chicks. Because of all the bow chicka wow wow. And so then if we want, it says you can clip them together like this. Well, let me sing. Let me just sing. What? Hey, look at that. There's all three of those. Look at those lovely, lovely, say it with me, succulents. Love saying that word. It's like weenus. Seems like there's something vicious behind it. There's not. This is my weenus. This is a succulent. Hey. What is this? Succulent. Rectory. Greyhound gets it. Wait. We've got three pretty big, these seem like extras. Yeah, these things go here. Why didn't you tell me that? You probably did. This isn't done yet. How does it go on here? I missed a step somewhere. On the aloe. Oh, I sure did. Look at that. You guys thought the aloe was done. Well, guess what? It's not. There we go. Look at that, it's becoming even more majestic. Nice. We have a couple of extras. We have 4 extra pieces. So we bring out the extra pieces cup. There it is. Almost full. Look at that. Gonna have to change that to an extra pieces tumbler. All right. Book 1 is finished. 1 hour, 14 minutes. There we go. How long is he gonna build these? Well, 2 more times. Book 2. Page 2. Hey, I don't know if anybody listens to NPR News, but there is a reporter on there that often does stories named Sagar Magani, and I have a great impression of Sagar Magani, but it's only good if you know Sagar Magani. And I can only say 2 words. It's only a 2-word impression. It's his name, but he signs off and goes, Sagar Magani. Just like it. Sagar Magani. Extra Pieces Cup really made me think of a King's Cup. What is a King's Cup, Arky? I don't know what that is. Sarah calls it her sweet treat cup because when she just wants a little bit of ice cream, she'll say, I'll have some ice cream, but put it in my sweet treat cup. Oh, it's a drinking game thing. How about your Batman impression? It's awesome, Nick. It's awesome. Hey, everybody, what's up? My name is Batman. Pew, 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 pew. Nailed it. Nailed it, Nick Huntress. You know I did. Nick Huntress, Sarah is in Grand Rapids. We went up there today, and she'll be coming back tomorrow. I wish I knew that reference, because that seems like it'd be hilarious. I know. That's the thing. I only can do impressions of really obscure things, I feel. Sagar Magani. Does Batman shoot stuff? So don't bring that up. As soon as I started doing it, I was like, one of these nerds in the chat's gonna bring up the fact that my Batman made pew pew sounds. But I feel like that adds to the authenticity of it. My Batman does. Look, Christopher Nolan's got his interpretation. The Pat-Man has his. Tim Burton had his, and I've got mine. And in mine, Batman goes pew 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 pew. The head cannon. Pew 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 is the sound of him staring daggers at his villains. Exactly. Like the pew 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 is actually, he's got little lights on his fingertips and he puts up little bat signals. Sarah told me we were going to try to connect next time she's in town because we're closing on our house tomorrow. Oh, nice. She did say something. Good, good, good. Also a sick kid yesterday, so she doesn't need any of that. Oh, man, I'm sorry to hear that. I'm sorry, but also congratulations. That's all. I know that it was, it's been a process for you, so I'm glad that you guys are on this side of everything. That's awesome, dude.
Coffee makes me a mite nervous when I drink it.
Tribor is raiding with a party of 7 people. What's going on, Bo Bentley? How are you? I'm a guess you guys are playing Overwatch 2 beta? Question mark. How are you? Thank you for the raid. Welcome in, everyone. Everyone. My name is Ed. I'm a variety streamer. Usually I'm playing a game of some sort, poorly. And today, I'm putting together Lego succulents. We had a sick kid in the car incident yesterday. It was awful. Ugh. All good, my mate. Tribor, it's going well, man. It's going well. How was your stream? A bad as a movie scene. Oh, snap. Like an Exorcist scene or a Bridesmaids scene? Meaning, which end did it come out? Sorry. Micah wants the poop hat. Speaking of, played Overwatch 2. Tribor, how do you like it? What do you think? It's fast, right? It moves so fast. Exorcist. Okay. I'll take Exorcist over Bridesmaids. But I really like the Overwatch 2 beta. I love the sounds are amazing. It's going to take a while to get used to all the heroes. It is, yeah, I just like that I'm no longer a good Doom. What's crazy is like the first day, people had mastered Doomfist and Sojourn already. And I'm like, oh my God, I was getting wrecked by both of them. From the back of the car to the front. And you were in the front. Oh, Nick Huntress. Get a little vomit down the back of your shirt there, Nick Huntress. Is that what happened? Overall, it's great. Yeah, I'm really enjoying it. I think it's the nice little that the game needed. No worries, Tribor. Thank you again for that for the raid. I appreciate that, man. Doomfist forever. Oops. There's a lot of little pieces in this one. I'm going to drop 6 of them. I'll tell you that right now. This is not going to be an oops-free stream. Look at this little piece. I don't know what this is. It's weird. Got to take off. I'm sleepy. Have a great rest of your stream. Take care, Tribor. Thank you again for the raid. I appreciate you, man. It means a lot, dude. Hopefully we'll see you on the battlefield soon. Also, Tribor is really good at Overwatch. Really good. I was about to say, says Lindsay. I was about to agree. Which side of the battlefield? Oh. If it's my luck, probably the opposite side. Oh no, Siri, this is a surprise for you. You're not supposed to be here. Oh no, Siri, this is a surprise. Look away. Oh no, I'm not building succulents for you. What? Oh no! She caught me building succulent Legos for her wearing a poop hat. Why does my husband do such things when I'm gone? Hey Sarah, surprise! I got you some Lego succulents. I love you, baby. How's your day going? Are you done already? Dreams do come true. Fantasies come true. Fantasies come true. I love you, baby. All right, 1. 2. 3. Might take a nap and listen to you. Love you. Oh, I love you, sweetie pie. Have a good nap. You know what? That means a lot that you would listen to me while you take a nap and not put on Forensic Files. Who are you even? Who is this woman? Or CSI. Forensic Files is usually like the hotel thing, and CSI is the every other time thing. Also, the bat has been curled up in a circle right here since you left. I don't know if he's gone today before you left, but he hasn't left since, and I'm afraid to pick him up for fear of urinations. It's true love if she chooses you over murder. Aw, little body. Also, that's how Sarah says that. Little body. Which has, you know, like how you get nicknames for someone, and over the years they slightly change to something else. So it went from little buddy to little buddy, and now I just go, ee. That's a true story. Ee. Siri to Turkins, and now she is Turkey? Same thing? Yes, exactly. So Siri turned into Turkey. That's hilarious. Siri to Turkins, though, that's quite a jump. How did that happen? Who did that one? Close enough. Close enough. Today was when I was on the YouTube's Fitness Tico popped up as an ad, and I thought of Sierra. Adam was so mad when I started that. He said, it's not even the same, and now she pretty much is only Turkins or Turkey. Which is funny because you guys always say Siri on stream. I have no idea why it happened, but it can't be undone. Stop trying to undo what I have created. Siri sounds cooler. There is a bird, and I can't think of what sound it makes now. I don't hear it. But there is a bird sound that Sarah and I noticed the other day. And we noticed it like kind of at the same time. And it was kind of like, I've never heard that bird sound before, except for in video games. Is Siri like Apple Siri? Is that where you got the name? I'm going to guess just because of the spelling. Is Siri from The Witcher? I think, isn't there a character in The Witcher named Siri? I've never played it, and I've never watched it. But I think it's spelled that way. I'm not sure. And do you guys, Lindsay, do you guys have Apple products in the house? And if so, is it always setting off said Apple products when you call her? I don't think we're going to get an answer, baby. I think they're playing another game. We've lost them. It's just the two of us now. A little bit of a snort there. Hi. That was very Frankie of you. So how did the, were you doing photo shoots today? Old Curly Sue. What's nice though, Sarah, is that each little succulent comes in its own individual thing, and at the end you can connect them all together, or you can take them apart and have them sit around individually however you want. Video shoots and ad stuff. Oh, nice. PG Name, how are you? What's going on? So far, it's been well. I hope it's been well for you as well. So cute succulents. We have, this is called a chickens and eggs. Hens and chicks. I forget what this one is called. And then this one here is aloe. So there you go, baby. Yeah, it's pretty nice. They do such a good job.
Hey, fella, bring us a cup of coffee.
I was
would
saying
you?
earlier,
Make it
hey,
2
PG
cups
Name,
of
thank you for the
coffee.
follow. I was saying earlier, one really nice thing about their line of botanical sets is that when you walk in, you don't look at it and immediately think, oh, that's just a Lego set. It just looks like, well, like flowers. You have the rose set currently. Oh, very nice. We don't have that one. How do you like it? We've got the set of like a bunch of different kinds, and then one of the big tall ones, and then the bonsai tree. Rosette was cute for design. That's so cool. It's very calming. Oh, this one just sits in there. You won the rose set from a giveaway. Oh, that's cool. That's a good giveaway. So I kept it built. Oh, that's very cool. Oh, so you got it built. It wasn't like in the set and you had to put it together. Okay, wait, there's words here. Let's hear a story. There are approximately 10,000 types of succulents that you can grow. Wow. The fun Lego succulents are a great way to start your collection. I'm not buying 10,000 Lego sets of succulents, I'll tell you that right now. Well, there's this one. There we go. It pops right out here. In case you want to put some money in there. You can put your jewels in there. You can put your allergy pills. Do whatever you want in there. I don't know. I usually do mock so it has chances to be taken apart but staying together. Oh, very cool. I like it. PJ Name, how did you find the channel today? What brought you to us? And what have you been up to lately? What's been going on? Looking through crafting and makers. Very cool. You never know what you'll find on that tag, right? And I never know what to... I don't never know what tag to put Lego building under. If it's crafting and makers, if it's art, if it's something else that I don't know about. I don't have any music playing in the background. I don't know why. I'm like, look, if I'm going to sit in silence, we're all going to sit in silence. Makers and crafting usually. I got to remember that. Because I think the default is always to look in art. PG name, what part of the world are you joining us from? You don't have to say a city or if you don't want, but are you in the... If you want to say what state or area or region. What is this thing? Florida man reporting here. Oh, very nice. Florida man, diabolical. That's one of Sarah's goals, is to get a beach house in Florida. Are you a Floridian? Are you a Floridian born and raised? I pinched my finger. Yeah, nice. Look at that. I feel like that's a rare thing. Kind of like finding a native Californian. Or a native New Yorker. I work in a job that has a freezer pane. A freezer pane? Wait, what? Basically a 4F freezer. Like a 4-degree freezer? What? That's got to be quite the jump going from Florida weather to a freezer like that. Dang it, Placencia, you went on late and now I can't watch. Just pop it in to say I love you, brother. Lem, I love you too, man. Have a good day, sir. So does that mean, PG name, that like you have to go to work dressed all warm and what have you, and then you're way too hot, but then you get in the freezer and it feels good for a bit, and then it gets way too cold, and then you go outside and the hot feels good again, but then after a little bit you get warmed up and then it's too humid again. Oh my gosh, Lem. Oh my gosh. Minus 15 Celsius is not fun. Zoinks. Alexa, how many degrees is 15 Celsius?
15 degrees Celsius is 59 degrees Fahrenheit.
Oh, wait. Minus 50. Alexa, how many degrees is minus 15 Celsius?
Here's something I found on the web. According to topperlearning.com, temperature given in Celsius equals minus 15 off.
What? I'll take your word for it. I dropped the piece. 1 second. Sorry. Poop hat got in the way. I told you this bag had tiny pieces in it, and I was going to drop a piece. What the butt? I have no idea. Basically, think of a hot kitchen to a cold freezer. It's a dry cold, though, so it's okay. I'd rather not want to go in freezer, but I have to at times. It's not even a little piece I dropped. It's one of these. It's pretty good size. I mean, I've dropped smaller pieces and found them. But I did have to come up for air and just to make sure that everyone's doing all right. Okay, I'll be right back. I keep looking for this piece. What the heck? Got it. Man, the void did take it. I'm telling you, man. You'll be in Florida tomorrow. You might see Gabe. What? Are you going to Disney? Or Universal? Because I believe he's going to both. I don't know when he's going. Disney 4 days. Nice. Which parks are you going to, Jake? Haven't been able to see on stream Bimby. Oh, Jake, don't even apologize about that, dude. No worries, man. Hey, whenever you can pop in, that's awesome. There's no yeah, don't even worry about it. I totally get it. Oh, was that purple? Oh. Looks brown in the picture. But we love you. I love you too. Are you kidding me? But yeah, don't apologize for not being able to pop into the stream. Disney Springs has a Lego store. Oh, snap. The last time we went to a Lego store, we went only because Sarah and I wanted to make custom minifigs. And their custom minifig maker was shut down because of COVID. It was like 2 weeks ago. It was whenever 500 was. It's like, what the heck? I don't know if they're shut down worldwide or just in that particular store. But yeah. They also it was the Indianapolis Mall that we went to on our way back from Tennessee. And it was the only store in the mall where all the employees were wearing masks. And someone said that they had just gone to a Lego store, but they didn't try to do the building design your own character thing. And I said, I asked if they all wore masks. I was wondering if maybe it was just a Lego wide thing. And they said no one in the store was wearing masks at all. So I don't know what the deal was. All I know is we couldn't do it. Average Joe, how are you, man? Happy Thursday to you. How have you been? What's going on today? You're 34 minutes from Disney World. Nice. Now, do they have there in Florida? Do they have? I know in California they have like season pass discounts for state residents. Do they have the same thing in Florida? At least at Universal they did. Yep. Look at that. First time, and I'm with wife and two small humans. Pray for me. Oh, that'll be fun, though, man. I will pray for you, though. Lavender Echeveria. The lavender varieties of Echeveria have some fun names like Afterglow and Cubic Frost. What would you name yours? That's what it says. Watch your wallet. Now, are the humans how old are the humans, Jake? Like, are they old enough to be pestering you to buy everything, or are they like babies, so they're not really aware of that? That one is huge compared to that one. They were gonna make a cactus. Nice. think I used the wrong color. I sure did. I sure did. Easily fixable. Not a problem. Oh, hey. Look at that. Yeah, those theme parks, they can really... It is crazy how much they are now, right? Right? There we go. Everything's fine. Dog. Oh no, tragedy. Okay, it's fine. Everything's fine. What the butt? Okay, everything's fine. Jeez. Okay. All right, as we were. So excited about the cactus. I got to see how Captain Canada has his top-down camera set up, because I'm kind of jealous of that. We leave tomorrow and you haven't told the kids. Oh, snap. So, Jake, at what point are you going to tell them? Are you going to tell them tomorrow when you get in the car? Are you going to tell them not until you pull up into the parking lot? Like, what the heck? That's pretty cool. We never had like a surprise trip like that growing up. And I always thought that sounded like a really cool thing at the airport. Wow. That's awesome. They will remember that. It's going to be like a Telltale game. Surprise them. Yeah, that's such a cool idea. Are you guys going to record their reaction? Maybe. Nice. That'll be fun, man. That'll be really cool. This is the spine, or the inner workings, the skeletal system of what is going to be a cactus. Look at that. Good on you, Lego. Good on Andy. Good job, dude. Okay, 4 times. Do this 4 times, Edward. I noticed the 4 times step ahead of time. I can't believe it. I'm very excited about it. Eight of these. This step takes a lot of pieces. All right, here we go. Do you guys have any big plans coming up this weekend besides Disney? Anyone else doing anything super fun? Or maybe finally having a weekend of not doing anything. Maybe you've been really busy and you're like, this weekend, we're not doing a thing. I don't know what we're doing this weekend, if anything. Excuse me. Excuse me. May I go to the bathroom? I took my allergy pill at the beginning of the stream. Because I just sniffed and was like, did I take my allergy pill? I think I did. Or the thing. I think I did. Maybe. Nice. Moving right along. Honestly, I am geeking out for the potential to meet Gabe. Have you never met him before, Jake? Really? Have you sent him a message like on Discord or Twitter or something? Definitely let him know. Are you going to see the Toby show then? Is that why you guys are going down this week, this particular weekend? Oh, you've been DMing. Okay, good, good, good. Oh, that'll be awesome, man. He is good peoples. I'll tell you that right now. Right now. So basically what we've done here, just thought it would be less busy since school is still going on. You know what? That's what I told him when he said they were going down to Disney. I was like, you know what? It's not spring break. This might be the right time to go. But school is in sesh. So basically what we've done is we made 4 of these things. And then these are going to be the sides of a cactus. Because I think they're doing like what? Like 4 shows a day? 6 shows a day? 4 shows a day, I think. Like that purple one, Solnix? Yeah, man. It looks kind of crazy on camera, doesn't it? Solnix, you didn't stream today, right? I feel like I checked a few times and I didn't see you on. So I don't think I missed it. I hope I didn't miss it. All right, so... Okay, you're doing stuff and sleeping. You spent about 4 hours cleaning your daughter's room. Wow, dude. It was real bad. Are you throwing anything away? I feel that pain, says Jake. Like, I know you said you found $11 in change so far. Have you found that was a whole trash bag of stuff? Now, is it stuff that she's even going to realize, or is it going to be very, you did what? It's like papers and broken toys. All right. She turns 7 tomorrow. That's crazy. And how old is Will? What's with the sniffs, Edward? Jeez. He'll be 9 in July. Wow, dude. That's crazy. Okay, so there's that part of the cactus. We'll put it right there. Mine's the same age, 7. The back of the closet is not the laundry hamper. Excuse me. Good heavens. That's so funny. Ah. You deserve a medal. Got another sneeze coming. I'd take a nap over a medal. Man. I'm allergic to fun times with you guys. I got another sneeze coming. Doggone. Maybe not. My eyes are watering. Jeez. Oh my gosh, my nose is so snotty right now. I'm gonna have to pause in a second. It's a Lego pollen, right? And blow my nose. Whoosh. Boy, that came on fast. And I took my allergy pill at the beginning of the stream. You guys saw. Good job, Claritin. Good job. So we are averaging about an hour and 10 minutes per bag. Just about, a little more than that now. MTTG beanie. I'm going to get that. The little tiny hat. Oh no, Jake. Oh no. Four, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1. This part's gonna be very pink. Two, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I was hiding very well. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It's like all the rest of the pieces almost. Okay, 1 second. I need to blow my nose. All right, I'll be right back. You don't need to see this. Good night. That was a lot of snot. I feel like we are as prepared for the trip as possible, and I hope we enjoy. I'm sure you will, man. You'll be in the happiest place on earth. Excuse me. Whoosh, man. I don't know what that was that came on like that. Crazy. The question I have for the Solnai is, why isn't your daughter cleaning her own room? Or is it like, look, this needs a parent cleaning? I got a Pizza Time shirt instead of a Toy Story. We almost got only supporting cast shirts just because it's entertaining to me and the wife. That's awesome. I love that, dude. I feel like if my parents ever cleaned my room like to that extent, they would have gotten rid of a lot of treasures that they wouldn't have realized were treasures. Like, what? Where's my one old wrinkly paper that I had designs on? You what? Now we're making 8 of these things that end up looking like this. Jake, is your wife a gamer? She does what Sarah does, an hour of Borderlands here and there. Yeah. I feel you. We tried to play Borderlands last night. It was that same thing. She came up here, was finishing stuff up on her phone, got all comfy on the couch over here. We played for maybe 5-10 minutes of actual game time. She used to prior to children, but she supports me doing it. Oh, okay, gotcha. Is she a mobile gamer? So I felt bad because she felt bad that we didn't get in more gaming. But I mean, hey, we'll take what we can get, you know? I'm not mad. Look at that. That's a beautiful cactus. Look at that. Not really. Her job has her going like crazy. She's a clinical consultant for a heart pump. Oh, wow. The moon cactus glows red because it lacks chlorophyll and must be grafted onto another cacti for it to grow. Look at that. I had no idea, man. There we go. Looked weird on camera. All right, and then these go together, huh? There we go. So we got these. And we got these. Coming along. I don't want to block any of them yet. So these are the tall boys can go back there. These can go. Maybe. There we go. Oh, wait a second. Wait a tick. Thanks, Solnix. Yeah, I'm really happy with how they're coming along. I'm going to assume Sarah might want to take these apart and have them individualized, but just in case. Just in case. That is Reliant K's Gold album. But yes, it is. That's for 2 lefts don't make a right, but 3 do. Yeah, that was a fun little surprise to get in the mail. One of my buddies that stayed on at Goatee after I was gone, when I was living in New York, randomly asked me for my mailing address in New York, and I was like, oh, maybe he's going to send a Christmas card or something, and they were sending out the platinums, or the gold records to those that were there at Goatee when and worked on the promoting the record when it came out. So that was kind of a nice surprise. I didn't know it was coming. It was really cool. Bag 3, Sagar Magani. All those little beads. I want to eat them like candy, but I won't. Probably why kids shouldn't play with Legos ever. I feel like I would just eat them. This looks like a candy. I'll eat it. It's a Lego. I'm going to eat it. No. I forgot that these beings are possessed by Satan. Ooh. Stop eating. Set up a little sloth pool fence here. Keep these under control. I hope we build the one with the beads first. Jeez. Oh, wow. There's another bag 3. There are 3 bag 3s. Settle the butt down. Jish. Thought the last one had a lot of pieces. Pizza Planet, not Pizza Time. Sorry. You know what? It's funny. You said Pizza Time, and I totally went to Pizza Planet. I pictured the truck and everything. Oh, great. The first pieces I need are my fence I made. Dang it. Stop it. Man, it was like 77 a couple days ago for a couple of days, and then we had a night of freezing. It was weird weather. Some weird, wild stuff. Oh, good point, Jake. Kill the bugs. Lull them out and then murder them with coldness. Please and thank you. Tell you what, I'm gonna be a pro at putting together these plant stands. Kill the bugs. Well, this is adorable. Look at that little thing. Let's see. 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Hey, Chris the Rock, how are you, man? Whoop. Whoop. Uno mas, uno mas. There it is. Just checking, lurking as usual. Good night, guys. Good night, Chris. Take care, man. Thanks for popping in. Dang, Jake. Making up. Getting some Disney spending money there. Oh, wow, this one's done already. Wow. It's how you reel me in, you minx. Succulent trivia. Bale cactus. Cacti, including the bale cactus, can live from 10 to 200 years, and we bet Lego succulents could beat that record. They're made of plastic. Next. I would hope so. Freaking little demon. Oh my gosh, stop it. What the butt? Lego used to give people who worked for them 20 plus years retired a gold Lego brick upon retirement. Really? That's kind of cool. Used to. Huh. What's up with that, Lego? I've got questions. Oh my gosh. They weren't going to stop until one of them got away. I'll be right back. Okay, these guys stand out on the carpet at least. I want to put this right here. Stop it. Mm-hmm. Hey, hey, hey. Suckers. I hate to move these around to look because of these Hanyaks. For a very brief period of time, the Lego Corporation awarded employees for 25 years of service in their German factory with a gold 2x4 stud Lego brick. That's pretty cool. Do you think it was actual gold? Is that why it was for such a short time? Probably, huh? Then they were like, hey, people are selling these. $14K, now valued in excess of $14,000. Wow. Wow, Lego. All right. I get it now. Me being chatty is because I need to be packing, and I'm being lazy. Hey, that's all right, man. You got time. Has your wife started packing yet? Who's the procrastinator when it comes to the packing? Finally starting to use these things. Hey. Hey. There we go. That's what that's going to be. Roar some leaves. The burrow's tail plant with its plump green leaves are made from elements commonly used in Lego sets as dinosaur eggs. Me, she got called into work, so I'm supposed to take over. Sucker, I'm gonna wait. Man, you're gonna get in trouble. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Straight up, she isn't going to be amused at all. Oh well, but I was watching Ed build Legos. Isn't going to fly. Jake. Hey, at least he made 10,000 square one coffee beans. Nine. All right. Truth. Bright side, man. Bright side. Darn it. What was I thinking? These little dinosaur eggs are annoying. Once they start moving, then it gets dangerous. $16. One, two, three, four. Is your wife excited about meeting Gabe? Right. 6. 7. 8. 9. 10. We're making some progress, T. 10. 11. I think, but she's been preoccupied with work. All right. Does she listen to the podcast? Also, Jake, where are you guys flying in from? I forget what part of the country you're from. Little Rock, Arkansas. Little Rock, Arkansas. All right, then 16 of these dumb dinosaur eggs. She listens only when you're driving. So it's definitely more for you seeing Gabe. Gotcha. Does she listen to the Tobster? Is she excited about that? Or are you guys only going to see Gabe? Or will you catch some of their shows while you're there? Or do you not even know yet? Just going to play it by ear? Maybe there's that. Because sometimes the best theme park plans are just going in with no plans. That way you're not stressing about stuff. 100%. Solix wants the Aruba hat. Look at that. Solix, I think you and Limsey were out of the stream when Sarah asked earlier, is Siri, the name of your cat, is that from the Apple product or is that from The Witcher? Or something else? Siri from The Witcher. Okay. She likes Toby, but it all depends. Disney seems like everything has to be planned. So lame. Yeah. Gotta find that one we dropped. There it is. These weren't nearly as annoying to put together as they were to wrangle on the desktop. Hey, that one turned out looking pretty nice. I like that one. But I will always remember how annoying it was to wrangle. Always. Never forget. Cute. Right? Someone still likes the purple one. This one back here. Looking for one Pacific piece. Look at this. I don't know what this is going to be used for, but I found a little pew-pew gun. It was like a little Han Solo gun. Had an Arizona tea yesterday. Thought of you. Oh, there's a lot of pew-pew guns. They're still 99 cents. Wow. I'm just curious what they're going to use the pew-pew guns for. Pew-pewing, of course. Of course. Of course. Don't be stupid, Edward. Sometimes you just don't see the piece. The heck, Bobby? What? How am I not seeing it? How do you not see one of these? Like, this isn't a small piece. It's a 2-dot. see a lot of red 2 dots. Check the bag. It was in the bag. That's why you save the bag. You don't throw the bag away right away. Close one. Got it. 6. You guys, Slothy's pool looks really nice. The pool people did a really good job. Oh, here come the guns. Interesting. So there are 6 little toy guns. The same pieces they use for toy guns in there like that. That's kind of cool. Oops. It reminds me kind of like a 6, like Borderlands. Borderlands 3 had like all the guns and the artwork of it. Two, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 12. Na, 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 na. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6. All right. All right. One, two. We got to make 6 of these. 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1. Oops. 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 4. We're almost, well, we're not almost there, but we're getting there. We're pretty close to being there. We are on the last plant. I guess we're almost there. Kind of. So I guess the Overwatch theme has become my go-to humming theme. I think for a lot of my life it was Indiana Jones, Back to the Future. And now it's Overwatch. Things change. You know. So when they're put together, there are 8 of these little pointy jobbies. Which I assume will be leaves. Maybe. All right. Ooh. Oh, these go on the guns. All right. Just put them on the end of the guns there. Very nice. And that goes on here, huh? All right. This is just Lego succulents, yes. Yes. I may get it for the wife for Mother's Day. Yeah, I'm thinking about, I actually thought about getting it for Mom for Mother's Day. I don't know if she would like it or not. I haven't decided. We're both huge jigsaw puzzle fans. And so part of me thinks it might scratch that itch. And then there's also part of me that's like, does she want to put together her own flowers? But yeah, I definitely got them for, Sarah loves succulents, but we sometimes struggle at the upkeep. And so one of the nice things about this botanical Lego series they've come out with is the fact that for those of us that don't have green thumbs necessarily, they look great. And they're a cool little conversation piece. Like, hey, that over there, that's actually a Lego set. At big family gatherings, is there always a puzzle being done? Not at big family gatherings, no. Just because the table space is for all the food. But usually, when Sarah and I go on vacation with her dad's family once a year, as the last couple of years, there's been a puzzle being done. And usually when we visit Mom, we'll usually do a puzzle together. Or send each other puzzles. And my in-laws, there's usually a puzzle table somewhere. That's awesome. I love that. Tapman girls and you have put some puzzles. Oh, yeah, that's right. Them Tapman girls love them some puzzles. Sarah, did you take a nap? Or were you on the socials? Yep, it was amazing. Nice. Let's see. Knights of the Succulents. The ruby red Icavera has small pyramid elements at the tips of its leaves that first appeared as detail elements in Lego Nexo Knights set. So that's not really a succulents piece of trivia. It's more of a Lego piece trivia. Red is the color of love. Next Valentine's Day, skip the roses and give a Lego red Echeveria instead. Maybe. Also, Lego, don't tell me what to do. Or a random Thursday. Exactly. Maybe surprise them when they don't expect it. Very pretty, very pretty. I don't expect it. So thanks, babes. Yeah, babe. Yeah, it's funny. This wasn't supposed to come out until the 5th. And then it was like, oh, hey, this is going to be delivered today. And I was like, well, I guess I know what I'm streaming. And it'll be a nice little surprise for you. It needs a small baby Yoda in the middle. That would be cool. That's so random. So you can have them, or a puppy Batman. You can have them individually like this. This one turned out nice. Or you can connect them like a Dees. Oop. Like it ain't. Very nice. So, Sarah, you now have 9 new succulents. Oh, hey, the one where I said you put your allergy pills in. Remember that one? You hide the extra little red pieces that connect them inside here. A boom. 9, Sarah. And then, if you want to connect them all, you can. And if you don't want to, you don't have to. Let's do it. Yeah, 9, Sarah. So if you want them individually and have them placed around the house, you can, Sarah. Or you can connect them. Sarah, workout streams? You doing a workout stream singing around? Look at that. Or you can connect them, all 9 of them, into one cornucopia of 9 lovely succulents. Nah, not yet, says Sarah. She's on the road. Do it. So there you go, all 9. So you can have them all grouped together like this, or you can place them around the house, wherever your heart would like it to be placed. That's pretty cool. Do it. There we go. You guys, look at that. And Sarah was here to see it. Surprise, Sarah, I got you some Lego succulents. Or you can mix and match them however you want. Of course, sweetie pie. I think of you all the time. Are you kidding me even? Hey, bud. How you doing? Someone is stretching, and someone has a big, full belly. Hey, bud. Hi. Oh, good boy. Good boy. I'm afraid to pick him up because sometimes if he has to go to the bathroom and you pick him up, he leaks. I won't be picking him up. Ah, yes. So yeah, there we go, you guys. Little Lego stream. Thanks for hanging out today. You know, I'm going to angle this a little bit. No picking ups, da peeing pups. There we go. It's a beautiful. It's so beautiful. And look at that, Solnix. Your purple one is right in the middle. Right in the middle. And there we go. Hey, thanks to PG Name for the follow today. Thank you, Tribor, for the raid. Thanks for sharing your friends with us. I appreciate that. Awesome Overwatch. Oh, thank you. Look at that. Solnix knows. Solnix knows. Who else do we need to thank? Why, you know, Do the thing. J-Man the Beast. Thank you for the follow. Dan Harney, thank you for the resub, man. I appreciate it. And there we go. You guys, there we have it. Lego succulents. Get some for your loved one today. I don't get a piece of it if you do. So, do or don't. I don't care. I get nothing from it anyhow. There we go. Tomorrow is No Work Friday, and I don't know what we're going to play. It might be Destiny. Division, I said Destiny. Might be Destiny. Might be Overwatch.
Coffee makes me
Oh
mighty
no,
nervous when I drink
Jay's
it.
rating and we're signing off. Oh no. Dub raid J-Dub EXE rating with a party of 12. Oh, Jay, I feel so bad. Jay, how are you, man? How was your stream? Tracy, how are you? We just finished putting together the the people are your problem now. I'm just going to dump these people here. Some lovely Lego succulents. We were just signing up. For those of you who don't know, this is how long J-Dub has been in the community and the impact he has. J-Dub is the one that gave Batman his full name, Batman the Bark Knight. That was a J-Dub original, and we stole it. Did not even ask permission. Who would have known those many years ago when Jay dubbed him the Bark Knight? He would have turned into the ticking time bomb of urine that he is. Mrs. J, how are you? And I'll never live it down. Dr. Raskotnik, how are you, friend? Thank you for joining in with the raid. Jay, thank you again for sharing your community. That's very kind of you, man. Are you kidding me? Also, what I like about this set that's really, really nice is that if you want, there's the 9 succulents. You can separate them. Billy Asco, welcome in. Please don't fall apart when I try to separate you. Good peeps indeed, Sierra. Oh no, Solnix has fell down. This one falls over a lot, by the way. We'll get that in a second. You can separate them. You can have 3 connected, or you can just have 1 by itself. It's pretty cool. Why, it doesn't like to stand in the middle. It's on one of these little stands. It just doesn't like to stand. Stand in the place that you are. Mrs. Dub, it's a great set. There we go. It's all better now. There's that succulent. So yeah, you can mix and match, place them around the house. You can have 1, you can connect them all together and have 9 all at once. Or you can just place them around and then people are like, oh, that's a cute little flower. And then get close and they say, is that Lego? And you're like, yeah. Do you not know me? Welcome to my house, idiot. And then they never come back. Remember to water them. Exactly, Raskotnik. Yeah, when they fill up with water, that means stop watering them. With Lego water. Jay, I could use the extras, and if I have blues and whites, we can sprinkle them on as if it was Lego water. And Sarah, don't sell yourself short. I have faith in you. You'll figure out a way to kill these. Batman's awake. I have managed to not kill my Lego bonsai tree. Shut it, says. Hey, bud, you want to come up? Want to come up? Want to come up? Come here. Come here. Hey, it's a Batman, everybody. Little tiny Batman. Little tiny Batman. Little tiny Batman. Little tiny Batman. Oh, little Wally. Hey, bud. How you doing? Oh. Okay, bye. You want to come back up? Oh, he went under the couch. That means someone's got to pee, but he has shame about it. Little tiny Batman to the theme of Jurassic Park, despite being a different franchise. Hey, bud, wanna come up? Wanna come up? Little tiny Batman, little tiny Batman. Wanna come up? Come here, bud. Come here. Wanna come up? Nope. He's being very shy. Let's see if we can get him being shy. How much reach do we have here? Here he is. There he is being shy. The crossover nobody asked for, but everyone wants. Hey, bud. Why are you so sleepy? Oh. Why are you so sleepy? Look at him slow motion scratching his head. Slow motion. Hey, bud. Hi. Yeah, that's your foot. Yeah. Look at the timidness. Jurassic Bark, you're welcome. Hey, bud. Good boy, bud. He's ignoring me because he has to go to the bathroom, but he has shame about it for whatever reason. Oh, no. Camera fell. So timid. Yeah, it's okay, bud. Did you get scared? Did you get scared? The shame took out the camera. Want to come here, bud? Want to come here? You can come here. Yeah. You can come here. Yeah, you can come here. Want to come up? Come on up. Come on up. He won't jump into my lap, so I have to use my legs as a bridge. Want to come here? Yeah, come here, bud. No, that's okay. That's okay, bud. Aw. Little tiny Batman. Little tiny Batman. I know he's so shy, T. Here he goes. What was that? What was that, bud? You know what? Felina Kyle might be under the bed after that. What was that? You want to come here? Want to come here? You can come here. You want to come up? No? It's okay. It's okay. Yeah, good boy. Selena. Selena. Usually if I just say her name like that, she'll come. Selena. Here she comes. Hi. Hi. You want to come up? His little face. Tracy, Batman has been sleeping there for the last 6 hours. Aww. Little tiny Batman. Selena. Selena, come here. Selena. Yeah, come here. Hey, bud. He needs a nap so he has the energy for his main sleep. Right? My spirit animal, says Mrs. Dub. Sometimes 6 hours isn't enough for Scottnick. That's so true. He's so sleepy. He's a sleepy pop. That little walk before sitting is like me going into the kitchen and forgetting why I went in there. Selena. Selena, come here. Come here, Selena. There we go. One second, we'll get Selena. Selena, come here. Come here. Yeah, there you go. Come here. Selena, come on up. We'll get Selena to say goodbye. Selena, come here. Hi. I love that she comes when she's called. Selena, come here. Selena. Come on up. You can come up. She's not a little kitty anymore. Hello, kitten. Hello. Selena, come here. Yeah, come on up. Hi. Oh. Selena, hi. Come here. Selena Kyle. Hi. Hi. Oh, Selena. Yeah. Good kitty. What a stream. What a lovely family-friendly stream this has become. Selena Kyle. The Batman. Batman is watching. Hi. I feel like doing a Batman after a few minutes with my boss's year-old pointer puppy. Just laying down. Hi. Hi. Yeah. You want to get down? See, now she's happy. Now she's glad she came up here. Just all legs and energy. Yeah, good girl. Good kitty. Okay. There you go. You guys want to say goodbye to Batman? Void kitty. Good night, Batman. Goodbye. Thanks for hanging out, bud. Batman, I love you. I love you, bud. I love you. I love you. Bye, Batman. Hey, here's the hat box. The amount of things this one has destroyed, it's true. Can't leave it home alone. Good night, buddy. Goodbye. Hey, you guys, I'm going to hop off. Thanks for hanging out for this Lego stream. Thanks for watching my dog blink slowly. Oh, those eyes. He's so sleepy. He's so sleepy. You guys have a great night. Jake, have a great trip. Have a good Disney adventure. Succulents. Hey, look, there's you guys. Look at that. Look how good you guys look. Look how good you guys look. Yeah. That's the setup, by the way. So usually, this camera is on the, that's the television I play the game on. And then right over there, oh, look at that. It's Solnix. Yeah, I never closed out of that picture. And that's Indiana Jones. All right. You guys have a great night. Thanks for hanging out. I'll talk. Do you guys feel like you're in the jungle now? There we go. Ended, Ed. Okay, sorry. Bye.
Desperate man!
Leave here immediately. This cafe is closed until further notice. Clear the room at once.